Because all the questions that I asked you and the answers that I gave you are statistically proven to be the most chosen answers, which means all those whose hands are up right now, you're amongst the most unpredictable thinkers in the audience members right now. So you give it up for yourself. But let's narrow it down to one person. I saw someone over here had his hand up, the one in the spectacles. Can you join me on the stage over here? A big round of applause for him and join me over here. Hi, I'm Shantanu, and you are? Hi, James. Now you're thinking of a wild animal, a color and a shape, but I also want to think of a number between 1 and 30, right now. You have something in your mind?
Yes.
Perfect. So before we get to the number, James, I'm really curious to know what animal did you think of?
I thought of a koala.
Ooh, koala. Oh, wow. That's the first time someone went with that. Interesting. Can you tell what color was there in your mind?
Purple.
Purple, okay. And what was the shape that you thought of?
Hexagon.
Hexagon. A purple koala inside a hexagon. You know what does it have to do with the number? Absolutely nothing. But I was thinking, James, if you could think of a koala and the color purple and hexagon, what sort of number could you go for? I'm going to take a guess. If I get it right, I want you to give us a thumbs up and go back to your seat. That will be a visual confirmation that I got it right. If not, I'll get to learn something new today. So let's see if this works. Any number between 1 and 30. The number that's coming in my mind again and again is the number 4. Is it correct?
I don't know how you did that.
Sure. How about this time, instead of just going with numbers, how about we take it a step further and we try something beyond numbers. In fact, let's try something with words. Now over here I have 2 books with me. Now one of the book I got for free from the library, the other one I also got for free from Walmart, courtesy self-checkout. So let's try this, okay? Let's start with the first book. Anyone over here who likes to read books? Okay.
I love reading.
Okay, let's go with... Sir, can you join us over here? We'll try this with you. A big round of applause for him as he joins us over here. Now, sir, in a moment you're going to make a very important choice, but before that, I'm Shantanu and you are?
David.
David. So David, you're going to help us, but before that, I'm going to give this mystery envelope to someone over here. Any idea why this is called the mystery envelope? No, because I said so. And I'm going to give this envelope to you. Make sure you guard this envelope with your life. You don't give it to anyone. Do not open it till the end. Okay? Meanwhile, let's try something interesting. So David, I'm going to riffle through the book, the pages like this, and I want you to call out stop anywhere in the middle. Wherever you say stop, we open at that very page, and I want you to remember the first word on that page. Okay?
Stop.
Right there?
Yes.
Or you want to go further?
No, I'll stay right there.
Okay, perfect. So David, I'm going to show you the page. Remember the first word and the page number, okay?
Got it.
You got it?
Yep.
The page number as well?
Yes.
Perfect. David, can you extend your hand? Like this, both the hands in fact. I'm going to give you the book. I want you to sandwich the book with your hands, okay? Now David, we'll try this game. In this game, I'm going to make some statements regarding the word you're thinking of. If I get it right, I want you to take one step forward, one step towards me. If I get it wrong, I want you to take one step backwards. Okay? So let's start with the first statement. Can you think of the number of letters this word has?
Got it.
Got it?
Yep.
See, that was a very quick confirmation, which means that he's thinking of a short word, maybe 4 or 5 letters or 6 letters at max. But I believe it's not 6 letters, 4 or 5 letters. Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Think about the word, the meaning of the word. I believe we can convert this word into a drawing or an object. Interesting. I also get the sense that there is an A somewhere in the middle of the word. Is it correct? There's an A in there? The letter A? No? Oh. Now I'm confused. Okay, let's try this. Think of the entire word in your mind. Imagine you're repeating the word again and again. Okay, I'm going to show everyone what I have written down. Okay. Do not say it out loud. Just read it in your mind. Okay. David, can you face the audience and tell us in your loudest, clearest voice what is the word you're thinking of?
Music.
A big round of applause for David. But David, I want you to be here with me. In fact, I want you to take a seat and hold the book because we're going to come back to the book in a minute. Meanwhile, let's have someone else on the stage as well, okay? Ma'am, you raised your hand first. Why don't you join us over here? Okay, round of applause for ma'am. Hi, I'm Shantanu, and you are? Kaylee, you're going to help us with this next bit. Now, I'm going to give you the second book, but the idea is we'll make it a little more interesting. So what I want you to do is open the book at any page you want and look for a nice, long, interesting word anywhere in the middle. Don't go for the first word or a short word. Okay, he went for a 4 or 5 letters word, right? So go for a nice, long, interesting word, maybe 7, 8 letters, or probably more than that. Okay? So once you've got a nice, long, interesting word, let me know. Okay, and remember the page number as well. You got it?
Yes.
I want you to close the book. I'll take the book back. Now, Kaylee, I want to take one step over here. Think about the word, okay? First letter of the word, only the first letter. Not the entire word, only the first letter. Imagine you're drawing the letter on an imaginary chalkboard in front of you. Can you do that right now? No, with your imagination. Just imagine there's an invisible chalkboard. You do that. Okay. Okay, on the count of 3, I'm going to show everyone what's the letter I've written down. And I want you to tell us what's the first letter of this word, not the entire word, okay? 3, 2, 1. That is an S. I almost got it right. Not gonna lie. But you were not thinking of the letter C? Really? Okay, that's interesting because the word that was coming in my mind again and again was the word competition. You're not thinking of the word competition by any chance? Interesting. Let's try it this way. Is it related to your word by any chance? No? Okay. So let's try it this way. Think about the entire word. Focus on the last letter this time, okay? Can you think of a color that starts with this letter? Yes or no? Okay, that was a quick nod, which means she's thinking of a familiar color, a common color. Let's do it this way. Can you think of the entire word? Okay. I'm not very sure, but this is what is coming in my mind again and again. In fact, I'm going to show everyone what I have written down. Kaylee, can you face the audience? And for the first time, in your loudest, clearest voice, can you tell us what is the word you're thinking of?
Skateboarding.
Thank you so much, Kaylee, for helping me with the trick. You can go back to the stage. You can go back to your seat. A big round of applause for Kaylee. But here's the thing. How about whatever you saw just now was mental magic, right? Which was all happening in the mind. How about we add a little bit of visual element to this very thing? And for that, David, we're not do this with you this time. Once again, you remember the page number?
Yes.
What if I tell you, in a moment, when I clap my hands, the page that you are thinking of is going to vanish from the book. The book that you're holding in your hand, okay, it's going to vanish. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. And it's done. It's completely gone. That was the hard part. The more difficult part is to get it back. But I believe that won't be that impressive, right? So let's stick with the hard part itself. Okay. What if I tell you the page is now completely vanished from the book? David, you don't believe me. So I want you to open the book at that very page. Okay. And can you tell us what page number you're thinking of?
108.
108? Okay, open the book at that very page.
So what? Is he for real? He is for real, right?
Now, David, let me hold the book so that everyone at the back can see the page 108 is ripped apart or is vanished from the book that you were holding in your hand since the very beginning, right?
Yeah.
But any guesses, David, where it can be this page? Will get your wish come true. Let's see if this has worked. My friend, I'm going to borrow that envelope from you. Okay? Thank you so much for guarding this envelope. Let's open this up and see what's inside this. There's one page folded in quarters, not just any page. David, can you confirm if that's page 108?
That is 108.
And there's only one way to confirm if it's the same page, that is by aligning it to the book. Can you confirm if that's an exact match?
It's exactly matched.
So there you go. Thank you so much, everyone. A big round of applause for David. Now we did something with numbers, we did something with words. How about we add a little bit of colors to this very thing? So I have something very interesting over here. Inside this paper bag. Any guesses what's inside this paper bag? I already gave you a hint. It's something colorful.
Rubik's Cube.
That's the absolutely right answer. Have you seen this before? Oh. The kids at the camp portion might have seen something similar. So we have a Rubik's Cube over here. I'm pretty sure all of you might be familiar with the cube, right? A cube has, it looks like a toy, but it's a pretty complicated toy, right? I mean, the more we try to solve it, the more we end up mixing it. So how about we solve this very cube using magic right in front of your eyes? Okay. As you can see, the cube is completely mixed on all sides. Is that correct?
Yes.
It's going to go inside this bag and it's going to come out solved. Okay?
No.
And it's going to happen right in front of your eyes.
No.
Okay?
No.
Ready? Let's say the magic words. Hope the heck it works. Hope the heck it works. And it's done.
I don't believe it. No.
As you can see, the Rubik's Cube is completely solved. Just like
Do that again. Yeah.
Okay. You all don't look impressed. Who said there was two Rubik's Cube? Oh, you want me to turn the bag upside down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
You say it's completely empty.
You're holding it. You're holding the Rubik's Cube. Yeah. Give us a bag.
Okay, I listen to my audience all the time. So that's why. How about? But you know what? Let's make it more interesting. Let's try something not just with one cube, but with two Rubik's Cubes. I have one more cube over here. And we'll try something different. This time, I want someone over here to help me mix up the cube. Anyone? Okay, ma'am, would you like to help me? Please join us over here. A big round of applause for ma'am. Okay, I want you to stand here. Face the audience members. Because you're going to take one step forward. Perfect. You're going to mix the Rubik's Cube, but you're going to make it in a little more fancy way. So I want you to mix the cube but behind your back, so that nobody knows what turns you're doing, what sort of scramble you're doing on the Rubik's Cube. It's completely random. I'm going to give you the cube. Turn it slowly because it might break sometime. Okay? So take your time, keep mixing up the cube. While she's mixing up the cube, let's try this. Okay, I have a small question for you all. Any guesses how many patterns a Rubik's Cube can form?
A lot.
A lot is a good answer. But any guesses? Like, can anyone guess the number of patterns the cube can form?
10,500.
Yeah, you can shout the answers.
Over a trillion. 10,500.
Okay, I can get some really good answers. But what if I tell you? Infinite. Okay. 7. Okay. What if I tell you the real answer is 43 quintillion possible combinations? And that's close to the answer a lot. But I'll tell you how big this number is. But before that, I want you to mix the other cube as well. Okay, I'll take back the first cube, mix the other one as well. But do different turns on the cube, make it a little more interesting. Okay. Now, here's the thing. 43 quintillion is such a big number that if we start to count the grain of sand on planet Earth, we will still not reach the number 43 quintillion. It's that big. In other words, if we gave 1,000,000 Rubik's Cubes to everyone on planet Earth, the chances of 2 cubes having the same possible combination is close to 0. So it's a pretty big number. But having said that, are you done with the second cube as well? Or you want to do one more turn? Okay? So whenever you're ready, I want to bring the cube forward. Perfect. So now we have 2 beautifully mixed up cubes. Now I want you to point to any one of the cubes, the top one or the bottom one. Yeah. The bottom one? I'll give you the bottom one, okay? Oh, you want this one? Oh, okay, you saw. Can you extend your hand like this? And I want you to tough audience. I want you to cover it with the other hand, okay? Do not mix the cube, do not drop the cube. It happened last time. It was a mess. But anyways, we'll try this. The other cube that you have left me with, I'm going to unmix this very Rubik's Cube. Now, any idea what does unmixing a Rubik's Cube means?
I know, you're not colorblind. Scramble!
Scramble.
Scramble!
Yeah. So unmixing a Rubik's Cube technically means that we are solving and mixing the cube both at the same time. Now I know that sounds little weird, right? Because how can 2 things that are so opposite to each other happen at the same time? But trust me, all of this will make sense in a minute from now. In fact, all of this will make sense now. You see over here, I have the world's first unmixed Rubik's Cube because it is completely mixed and it is completely solved. Now you have been covering up the second cube which you mixed a minute ago. Can you slowly lift up your hand? Because you see, both the cubes tend to have the exact same pattern on one side. But better than side number 1 is side number 2.
No!
Side number 3.
How?
Side number 4, 5, 6. All 6 sides are complete. But some of you would say, well, this is not magic, it is just skill, or maybe an example of no social life. But this is a magic show, so I wanted to make it a little more magical. So here's the thing, you mix the cubes right in front of everyone, right now. I never told you to mix the cube in this particular pattern, is that correct? But what if I tell you, even before I came here, I mixed one more Rubik's Cube in my cabin, which I kept inside this orange bag. Now my friends, did I ever touch this bag? Watch, inside this bag, I have one cube mixed exactly the same.
No!
On
You're
all
just reading mine!
6.
You can see the filter! You can see the filter!
In fact, before going, how about we end this cube thing with on a good note, okay? Now let's try something with not just 3 cubes but with 1 cube instead, okay? And I'm going to give you this cube. I want to take one step like this, facing the audience. Yeah, like this, facing the audience. Okay? Perfect. You're going to solve this cube in front of everyone. Okay? Yeah. Take one step backwards. Perfect. You're going to solve this cube in front of everyone. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Okay, I'm going to give you the cube. I want you to turn the cube like this, okay? But while you're doing that, it's important that you close your eyes and you imagine as if the cube is getting completely solved. It's all in your imagination. So if it doesn't work, we know whom to blame. A lot of pressure here, okay? So take a deep breath, relax your body, close your eyes. I'm going to give you the cube, okay? And turn the cube, okay? Yeah, you can turn the cube. Yeah, you can close your eyes and imagine as if the cube is getting 100% solved. Whenever you have that solved cube imagination or the picture in your mind, I want you to bring it forward. And they all will go crazy. You can open your eyes if you think the cube is solved. But you see, your imagination was really very strong. You know how? The two cubes that you mix, reach inside your bag, take it out. I'm not even going to touch it. But you see, that was a little bit of magic, a little bit of mentalism. I like that reaction. So how about we try something a little more interesting, a little different now that we are towards the end of the show. So before that, can I borrow someone's iPhone over here? Anyone over here? Okay, any iPhone would work. Okay, go. If we take this one,
Have you burned that?
okay, I just want to use the calculator, okay? It already has something. Can I clear it out? Perfect. In fact, why don't you join me on the stage? Okay, we'll use your phone since we're using your phone. Join us over here. Hi, I'm Shantanu and you are? Santana? Perfect. A big round of applause for Santana. Okay. Now, Santana, here's what's going to happen. Okay, you're going to hold the phone. Okay. Now, throughout the show, all of you made some random choices based on some numbers, right? We started with the number 4. So can you type in the number 4 over here and hit multiply? Then we went with the page number 108. So can you type in 108 as well? Perfect. Then there was someone who went with a different page number in the other book. And you remember what was the page number?
We never said. We didn't say. Haley, what was your
The other page number?
We never said.
Okay, so let's try it this way. Santana, since this is your phone, I'm going to snap my fingers. When I do that, I want you to think of a 3-digit number in your mind right now. Okay? Hit multiply first. Right now, think of a 3-digit number. You got one. Type in that 3-digit number. Okay, interesting. So we have a pretty big number over here, which is 1043247. This is what we get after multiplying these many numbers, right? So that's 1,043,247. Now Santana, what if I tell you that, do not clear it up, keep it like that. What if I tell you that you're going to receive a SMS from your bank right now stating that 1,043,247 is going to get debited from your bank. That would be amazing, right? That would be horrible for it. Amazing for all of you, but horrible for it. So, how about you get a message that this much amount is being credited in your account? Would that be amazing? He's very happy about it, but let me give you the honest answer, Shantanu. If I could really do that, you wouldn't find me here. Okay? So we'll try something else instead. So 1,043,247. Hold the calculator so that everyone can see the number. Now these numbers were generated by you all based on your random choices that you made throughout the show. But here's the thing, inside this very envelope, I have something written over here. Santana, can you confirm if 1,043,247, the number that you just now calculated, is this the exact number? Yes?
Let me see.
I said, since we are towards the end of the show, so I wanted to end this in a very interesting way. This number is not just a random number, even though your choices were random. This number isn't, because it has a meaning in the sense. If you turn it over.
What did that say? You wrote that end.
Thank you so much everyone for making this show possible. Your response was really amazing. It made my day. Okay, thank you so much.